ego tripping. And I am back with another video. So this is gonna be for real, this is gonna be a really quick video. I just wanted to come and use this palette that I received out of my Slay Glam box, and it is by Oaklan. I didn't swatch it because I wasn't planning on using it, but I'm like, I don't know if there is a video on this palette, but we finna I want to see what it's like on the eye. So we're gonna do some swatches. I don't know. I have received. I think I received a palette or two, or maybe I received something from Oakland before. I'm just not sure if it was a palette or not. But I do know that I don't have a video on this palette by Oakland, and I don't remember. I don't even remember using an Oakland eyeshadow palette. So, anywho, we finna get into this look. Here's the palette right here. It did come with a sheet over it. Y'all know how I like to do. I'm gonna do, we're gonna get into this eye look, and then I'll do some swatches like in the middle of the video. So let me know down below if you guys tried any of her formula. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Again, I'm not gonna put any primer on because I've made it a thing for me that when I do eyeshadow reviews on palettes, that I'm not using any type of primer or concealer. I'm not using anything on the eye. So let's get into this look. I'll show you guys some swatches towards the middle of the video, or while I'm talking about the palette. That's what I like to do personally. But I want to see what these I want to see how this formula blends. So here it is right here. Y'all go ahead and vibe out to the music. I'm finna come up with a look, and we finna see if Oakland shadows work. Okay, we need to know. The people need to know. So let's go ahead and get into this video. All right, so the first shade we're gonna get into is this right here. I love the little Christmas trees that are in there. So super cute. All right, so we're gonna start off with this shade right here. Okay, that's picking up really good. Okay, next shade we're gonna go into is this color right here. Some kick up in the pan. I did pick up a super light color, y'all, so bear with me. Okay, so I did pick up this shade right here, which was super light. Next, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm gonna put it on top of that. That is a little darker, and it is, you got some kick up for sure in the pan. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if this palette is gonna be a little bit too light for me. It's gonna be a little bit too light for my liking, I can tell. Okay, next we're gonna go in with this shade right here. I mean, this is the darkest color in the pen, so it's like, yeah, not sure. Okay, we're gonna go into this one right here. So this is a shimmer shade. We're gonna go into, wow. Yeah, we're gonna go into this shade right here. This looks like the darkest, but it's a shimmer shade. I think. Yeah, it's like a shimmery color. It's pretty. So we're gonna go into this shade right here. Honestly, it doesn't have enough for me. It doesn't have enough darker colors for me. The palette already, I'm feeling is a little bit too light for my skin complexion. For me, okay, it's a preference. It's a preference. It's definitely it's blending really good. The colors are blending really good. It's more of a soft. It's more on the softer side as far as like the pigmentation for me. It's just not it's just not deep enough for me. It's not deep enough for me. But again, that's a preference. For those of you whose skin tone is lighter than mine, you'll probably like this. But for me, it's just not gonna work for me. And I'm really not liking the colors. The color like isn't strong enough. It's not giving me enough color. You know what I'm saying? It's going on very, very lightly. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna take this shade right here that I just showed you, and I'm gonna try to deepen that up. Or maybe I should take this one. So we got this color right here, which is this one. So we got that right there. I don't know. I'm gonna take the first shade, the shimmer shade, and I'm gonna try to deepen this up. I don't typically like to put like a shimmer shade on the corner like that, but I will. Just to try to get me some depth, because it's not, I don't have like a dark matte color in there. So, I mean, and it is working. It's definitely giving me some type of depth. I think every palette, in my opinion, should have one dark shade, for sure. For those of us who like that dark shade, for those of us who love the depth, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have at least one dark shade. And it's definitely picking up. It's just, I don't think this is my thing, okay? It's just not my type of palette. So I'm just building and building and building, and I need to bring some of that orange color back, which I am. Yeah, it's just not enough pizzazz for me, okay? Colors are very, very, very light, which I'm sure it'll probably show up if I put down the base, but I didn't want to put down the base with me first trying this palette out, because I would never know if it was a concealer or the primer, you know what I mean? So again, it's pretty. It's just not enough color, like it's not enough for me. Not enough, but it's definitely showing up, definitely blending beautifully. Again, it's blending really pretty. It really, really is blending really pretty. Really soft too, but it's just not my type of colors. Okay, so shimmer shades, we have this. They definitely show up for sure. So here's all the shimmer shades. It's pretty. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna put on the lid, but there are all the shimmer shades. I mean, I can't even, I can't knock the palette. The color store is just, the colors are just too light for me. Had this been a little darker, it definitely would be a go for me, but it's not. So I'm trying to figure out which shade I want to use on the lid. And then let's use this, let me see about this shimmer shade right here. I figured, oh shit. Whoa, let me put some of that back. Ooh wee, that is pretty. Wow. There go that shade right there. That was a horrible spot. Horrible spot. So there's that right there. Be careful, because if that get in your eyes, you're hit. You are hit. So there it is right there, and then right there. Very pretty. I'm just not gonna put that on my eyes. I don't want to just do like a all matte look. I want to go with this pink. So I think I'm gonna cut the crease, and then yeah, I'm gonna cut the crease and then put that pink on top of here. So I'll be right back. Let me cut the crease. I don't want to take up the whole video, and then I'll be right back. We're already 15 minutes in, so give me a minute. So I'm gonna take this pink right here and see how this looks on the lid. Lashes on. I'll be right back, and we're gonna come talk about this palette, and then I'm gonna show y'all a couple more swatches of the matte color. So I'll be right back. One more thing, I'm also using this lip liner that we got out of the Slay Glam box, and I'm trying to see what shade it is. I don't know if it's a lip liner or, yeah, it is a lip liner, but the color is beautiful. Not as soft as I would like it, but again, not bad. It went on, it shows up, and that's all I care about. All right, so now let me put my lashes on. I'll be back. I just wanted to show y'all this lip liner that came with the box. So let me get myself together, and I'll be right back. And we're gonna talk about this palette. I'm just putting on the gloss. I use that lip liner, and I'm just gonna put on the gloss. The one that burns my lips, but don't plump them. I got this at a MC or Boxy. I don't know if they're supposed to pump or not. I think they are. But anyhow. Alright, we got the lips all nice and juicy. Y'all, I think the look turned out pretty. It's always that. Alright, so let's talk about this palette. So I think the look turned out pretty. For one, for me, and this is just me being picky. The color story for me is just a little bit too light for me. Okay, just a little bit too light for me. Had it been a tad bit darker, I would have loved it. Like I definitely would have loved this palette. As far as the shimmer shades, the shimmer shades are really pretty. The pigmentation is definitely there with the shimmer shades. Like the matte shades are just a little bit too light. They blended beautifully. The matte shades are just a little bit too light for my liking. But the color's there. I would be lying to y'all if I said anything different. It's really not, it's a lot of kick up in the pan, but there's the colors. It's not a bad palette at all. I would be lying to y'all if I told y'all this was bad formula. It blended beautifully. The formula, I was thinking that it wasn't gonna, I was definitely thinking that this wasn't gonna be like a palette of, how can I say it? I didn't think this palette would be even worthy. Like it looks pretty, but I didn't think that it would. I thought I was gonna have issues blending it. I did. I thought I was gonna have issues blending it. The pigmentation is there. It's just not dark enough for me. That is the only thing that I can say about this palette right here. It's just the shades are not dark enough for me. Does it blend well? Yes. Like it's pigmented, it's buildable. The shimmer shades are pretty. I don't know if that's like a satiny type. I don't know what type of shimmer shades y'all call them, but overall, it's a good palette. I mean, the packaging looks pretty cheap. It's just your typical plastic. It looks like it's probably about maybe $10, if that. But it's good formula. It's really good formula. I'm definitely interested in trying some more of her palettes. Again, I didn't think this palette was going to be about anything once I started to put on the shades. But this is beautiful. I'm really shocked. Like, I'm really, really surprised because I thought I was going to come back and say something different. I thought that I was going to say something different about this palette. And I don't know why. I just was like, well, maybe that's what interests me. That's why I wanted to try this. I initially was going to put this in the giveaway. Then I'm like, well, let me try out her formula because I've never tried it that I can remember as far as a palette. I know I've tried I think I've tried one of her highlights or something like that, or blushes, but I don't recall trying her palette. That pressed glitter, oh boy, was that ever hard to even get off my arm right in here. So I definitely didn't want to put it on the eye, but it's really, really pretty. Again, all I can say is that if your skin tone, if you're lighter than mine, if your skin tone is lighter than mine, I'm sure that you will love this palette. Now for me, again, I'm gonna reiterate, if these colors were a tad bit darker, and if they had like I think this palette needs like a dark, it needs like a darker shade in there. Maybe a dark burgundy, dark purple, a dark black, some type of dark color in there to give the eye some depth. That's just my opinion. I feel like every palette should have like a dark shade in there. But other than that, it's pretty. I really thought that I wasn't going to like it, but it's definitely buildable. Y'all see I built that pink up on the lid. And then as I was doing my makeup, as I was doing the eyeshadow look, I'm thinking to myself, this isn't gonna work because the shades are just a little bit too light. But again, that's just a personal preference. That's it. Overall, I love this palette. I like the palette. Now, would I be reaching for it? Maybe for certain shades. I definitely want to try out the shimmer shades on the lid. I don't know why I wanted to go for like an all matte look. I wanted to try this pink out on the lid. I really, really did. But I think that I will definitely reach for this palette for this white and this pink. It's just not dark enough for me. It's just not dark enough for me. The orange colors was pretty. It was buildable. I think it's a pretty palette. I think this is a pretty palette. Now, I promise y'all I didn't think that I was gonna like this palette. I just didn't. The only thing that would detour me from picking up this palette is because of the colors in it. Because they're not light enough or they're not dark enough for me. And that's just an opinion. But if y'all like these shades, if you like a lighter tone pinks and the oranges, and you got like a nude color right there, your mauve shades, you'll like this palette because it blends beautifully. I'm really shook. I'm shook because it blended beautifully. It did not patch up. It was buildable, and I love it. So, okay, Oakland, you proved me wrong. I look crazy. I'm glad I ain't come on here talking mess about it. So again, here are some of the mattes right there. There's the shimmer shades. Beautiful palette. I just wanted to come and tell y'all about that palette. I don't know if we have any reviews on that palette, but it's a go. It's definitely a go. I would definitely spend my money on this. So okay, shout out to Slay Glam because we like that. I like that palette. So yeah, that is the palette that I received in the Slay Glam box. I'm steady trying to get this glitter off my hand. That pressed glitter is a mug. But yeah, that is it for this video, y'all. Please give me a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see all you beautiful, beautiful, blessed people in my next video. I like it. I like it. I think it's cute. I'm digging it. Even though I did go pretty quick through the damn video. I was rushing. It's pretty. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. So that is it for this video. Let me go. I will see all you beautiful, blessed people in my next video. I am ego tripping. And I'm out. Bye, y'all.